First, you'll want to bring your boxes into the assembly area. I suggest the place where you're actually going to put your furniture once assembled. Next, you'll need to open your boxes, preferably with a knife of sorts, but if you have strong hands and the time, by all means go for it. The box with the red thread attached to it, if you have it, is the box most likely to have instructions, tools, and small parts needed for the assembly, so make sure to take extra care when opening and handling that box. Once we find the instructions, we can spend some time flipping through to find which fucking page actually has the instructions we need to follow. Alright, found it. Next, we'll actually read it. Now it's time to fully unwrap the pieces that we're going to be working with so that we can start with the assembly. Okay, time for step 1. Let's put the poles in the base of our table. It's 4 in total. Next, we're going to use our screws and L-bar to secure these poles in place. You can use your finger to get the screw going and then use the L-bar for the rest, up to 80%, which I have no idea how much that is, but just screw them in until using the L-bar actually takes force. If you have some unwanted visitors during this time, you may have to use force with them too. Sometimes it can be tedious work, but remember, when you are done, you're going to have something beautiful and could be some of your best work yet. Whatever, it's supposed to be only 80% in. But whatever. You may want a helping hand. Just make sure that they're actually helpful. Oh no, I think it's the other way.
What way?
Wait. Eventually you'll get there together. It's fine. Some steps might really only be suitable for one person at a time, so just to balance it out, you can have your building partner do a task of similar caliber. Like feeding your cats. Oh my god. If you get easily frustrated like me, just remember that you're the only person that decided to do this, no one else, so it's kind of your fault. And don't forget to remove those labels because they look pretty stupid if you leave them on. Sometimes I leave grime, so you can use a hot towel, hold it on the spot for a bit, and then that should make it easier to wipe that off, or at least scrape it off with your nail. The last step is pretty fun. We're just going to put these sticky doodads onto our table to hold the glass. Push them in the corners, and then also measure in between using a tape measure or your eyeballs if you're good at guesstimating. Have someone strong handle the last and final piece, and then you're done.